William Stark Rosecrans was an American inventor, coal oil company executive, diplomat, politician, and U.S. Army officer. He gained fame for his role as a Union general during the American Civil War. He was the victor at prominent Western theater battles, but his military career was effectively ended following his disastrous defeat at the Battle of Chickamauga in 1863. Rosecrans was a graduate of West Point who served as a professor at the academy and in engineering assignments before leaving the Army to pursue a career in civil engineering. At the start of the Civil War, leading troops from Ohio, he achieved early combat success in Western Virginia. In 1862 in the Western Theater, he won the battles of Iuka and Corinth while under the command of Maj. Gen. Ulysses S. Grant. His brusque, outspoken manner and willingness to quarrel openly with superiors caused a professional rivalry with Grant that would adversely affect Rosecrans' career. Given command of the Army of the Cumberland, he fought against Confederate Gen. Braxton Bragg at Stones River, and later outmaneuvered him in the brilliant Tullahoma campaign, driving the Confederates from Middle Tennessee. His strategic movements then caused Bragg to abandon the critical city of Chattanooga, but Rosecrans' pursuit of Bragg ended during the bloody Battle of Chickamauga, where his unfortunately warded order mistakenly opened a gap in the Union line and Rosecrans and a third of his army were swept from the field. Besieged in Chattanooga, Rosecrans was relieved of command by Grant. Following his humiliating defeat, Rosecrans was reassigned to command the Department of Missouri, where he opposed Price's raid. He was briefly considered as a vice-presidential running mate for Abraham Lincoln in 1864. After the war, he served in diplomatic and appointed political positions and in 1880 was elected to Congress, representing California. Early life and education. Rosecrans was born on a farm near Little Taylor Run in Kingston Township, Delaware County, Ohio. The second of 5 sons of Crandall Rosecrans and Jemima Hopkins. Crandall was a veteran of the War of 1812, in which he served as adjutant to General William Henry Harrison, and then subsequently ran a tavern and store as well as a family farm. One of Crandall's heroes, General John Stark, was the inspiration for William's middle name. Rosecrans was descended from Harmon Henrik Rosenkrantz, who arrived in New Amsterdam in 1651, but the family name changed spelling during the American Revolutionary War. His mother was the widow of Timothy Hopkins, a relative of Stephen Hopkins, the colonial governor of Rhode Island and a signer of the Declaration of Independence. William had little formal education in his early years, relying heavily on reading books. At the age of 13, he left home to work as a store clerk in Utica, and later Mansfield, Ohio. Unable to afford college, Rosecrans decided to try for an appointment to the United States Military Academy. He interviewed with Congressman Alexander Harper, who had been reserving his appointment for his own son. But Harper was so impressed by Rosecrans that he nominated him instead. Despite his lack of formal education, Rosecrans excelled academically at West Point, particularly in mathematics, but also in French, drawing, and English grammar. It was at the academy that he received his nickname of Rosie, or more often, Old Rosie. He graduated from West Point in 1842, fifth in his class of 56 cadets, which included notable future generals such as James Longstreet, D.H. Hill, Don Carlos Buell, and Earl Van Dorn. He was commissioned a brevet second lieutenant in the prestigious Corps of Engineers, reflecting his high academic achievement. At his graduation, he met Anna Elizabeth Hegeman of New York City, and immediately fell in love. They were married on August 24, 1843. Their marriage lasted until her death on December 25, 1883. They had 8 children.